Hi, hello, g'day, kia ora, welcome to the studio. I'm Paula from Moxy Mojo. Thank you for joining me for today's prompts in Junk Journal January for 2024. Well, I'm down in the studio at the moment, but the local weather, or actually a national weather, has predicted that today is going to be the hottest day throughout summer. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to be here. We'll see how hot the studio gets. I really think I need to get a temperature gauge for in here. Anyway, so what's the prompt? Today is the 13th, so we're looking at garden. Okay, now my idea for this is the view out my studio window. Well, it's the view of my backyard, so it's not quite the view of my studio window, but I'm going to pretend it is. So we'll put that to one side. So now I've got some manila folders. I've just trimmed them up to size, and I'm going to start by, I don't need all of them, but I want to do all of them just in case I have any problems with tearing with this technique. So I'm going to start with Distress Stain and Vintage Photo, and I'm just going to coat each of them in a single layer just to colour them up. And trying not to get it too thick in any one part. So they're all evenly coated there. Yep, they hardly needed any drying at all, to be honest. They're pretty much dry straight away. Now I'm not worried about the streaking at all. This is my Sizzix Big Shot. I am going to run them all through here. So I've got my plate, I've got my embossing mat, I'm using the Tim Holtz Sizzix die, and I don't even know what it's called. It's a tree, it's an old one. If I can find the name, I will put it in. Not sure if it's still available or not. So slide that in, and now we are going to just run them through the machine. And sorry if this wobbles the camera, but it wobbles my whole desk. That's that. Slide you over. And there we have one tree impression. Can you see it there? Hopefully. Look how that, now they're all up the same way, and that streaking has kind of added to the design, if anything. So we're going to add a bit of toning to these. So I've got walnut stain and ground espresso. So give this a shake. Actually, I might start with the ground espresso, because I'm going to put that in the center, because there's like a knot. And I'm just going to run over it. And kind of bring that knot out. 3, so this is my walnut stain, yep. And so now I'm going to run this over the rest where I haven't got the ground espresso. And probably some of the ground espresso lot. So we've got them done. So now we're going to give that another dry, because I want it to be dry for the next step. Again, it didn't take too long. Just checking. Yep, that feels good. Yep, that feels good. It's mainly in like some of the crevices that I just want to check. Yep, no, they're all good. So right, we'll put 2 up there for now. So what I'm pulling out now, this is some zinc ice, and it is a translucent gel glaze finish. So I'm not all that familiar with it. I can't tell you a lot about it, other than it's brown colour, and it was done in conjunction, there we go, Marron Thea. So I don't think it tells me what that means. Brown. So I quite like these, whoops, that might be too much, these paint, what are they? Grab a little bottle in case there's any leftover stuff. But I'm going to mix this in with some golden acrylic glazing liquid in satin. 1 to thin it out, and 2 to make it last, like not dry out so fast, believe it or not. But yeah, because it comes out really thick, or thicker than what I would like. It's like jelly, and that's just a little bit too thick for what I want to, or how I want to use it. So I'm just mixing it up here on my craft mat with my palette knife, being all sciencey looking, or real artist looking. I suppose this is the first step to becoming an artist, being able to mix paint, although maybe I shouldn't mix it in such a large area. I shouldn't mix more than I need, and that's the other important thing, Paula. One day you'll learn. Now let's just put some big palette spoonfuls in there. Alright. Not sure if I'll need some more, but it's there if I need it. So we're going to pull that off there for a start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub this glaze over the top of this. Just over the entire surface. It's the highs and the lows. Sideways, hopefully. Off. Right, so I think you're off. And here we go. Just. So this is going to take me a wee bit, so I'll come back once it's done. They're all done now, and doesn't that look absolutely gorgeous? I know it's a lot of steps, but it is so worth it when you can see that finished result. They look like polished wood panels to me in person. So we've done the initial coat of the distress stain and vintage photo. We then did the second coat, then we did the embossing, dry embossing. Then we did the second coat with the mix of walnut stain and ground espresso, and then we did the coat of the translucent gel glaze finish mixed with the golden glaze matte, and it has just given, it's not a highly polished or really shiny finish, but it does look like wood when you've had furniture polish put on it. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Right, so we've done that, we are up to the next stage. Now I've printed out a photo of my garden, if I can find it, here. So this is my backyard. We are back onto a native bush. Hold it straight, Paula. There. We're back onto native bush. So we actually have a walking track in through the forest there. We've got beautiful palms, and this here is now considerably bigger. That is the apple tree that we planted for my granddaughter's birth, and she's now 15, well, coming up for 15. So, and there's a bird feeder out in the back there, and we get native tui, we get rosellas, out there, all sorts of beautiful birds. I couldn't tell you one from the other, to be honest, other than the tuis. I know them. Oh, we get kiriru out there, which is the native wood pigeon. So yeah, it's beautiful. We constantly have this luscious green view out the backyard, and the best thing is that we're never going to get built out because it is deemed council property, so it is a protected plot of land. So anyway, now I need to make my window frame to go around here. So that is high enough, but I want it kind of to go, the grain to go the right way. So I'll put you to a side. Now I think I want this, maybe, so we've got, photo is 13 centimeters. How much space has the book given me? If we flip to the page, not that one there, and we've got, it's going to be tight, so that's okay. I'm going to have to bring my frame in over the sides. So first thing we're going to do then is I'm going to trim these sides here. That was almost straight, Paula. Very good. You're getting better. One day you might actually be able to cut a straight line. Two. Right. And I printed this on I printed this on presentation paper, 100 gram presentation paper. Right, so we've got that there. So if I do, I think, like centimetre or ½ inch. Yeah, if I do ½ inch planks, we'll be off to a good start. So let's sit you aside for the moment and bring up Old Faithful. We haven't seen you for a long time, have we? No, you've been sitting there and I bet you've been feeling left out of all the action. I know. We've still got 2 full sheets, which will go into the stash. We've got some inch ones, 3/4 of an inch one. We've got some hopefully half inch. As long as they're all roughly the same size, we should be good. They're the same size-ish. Right. Have photo will travel. Right, so now we want to, so we're going to put a frame across the top of the photo. Wood frame. Then we're going to just randomly pick another piece of wood frame. And then we'll put another one on there and we'll bring that in so that's on the edge of the photo, I think. And then we'll do the same. Although I don't want to put the darkest bit of the frame on the darkest bit of the photo, so maybe we'll swap these around. That one and that one. And that's lighter. And that's lighter. Oh, look at that. I mean, it's not even square and it looks awesome. Okay, so we're going to do the top and bottom first so that I can trim them. Top and bottom. So we need glue. And we're going to just glue along here in this white patch. And I am intentionally putting it hanging out over each end. Then I was thinking about making it into a 4 window, but then I think that would block out all of the view, and I don't want to do that. I just want to do that straight on the page. We're going for simplicity today. Just making sure it's even with that side and there. I love that. Okay, so I've pulled out my paint pens and some marker pens and greens and browns, and we'll see what we can come up with now. Right, I am grateful to have this stunning view out my craft studio window. The native bush is a luscious reminder of how beautiful Aotearoa, New Zealand really is. I love that. I love the way that the frame has turned out. I am going to be using this frame for other ideas when I have them. At least a technique for them. Anyway, I hope you have fun and I hope you enjoy the glorious view out your window of your craft studio. I'll see you back in my studio tomorrow. Bye for now.